Now this is standard definition here and doesn't support as many colors and everything like that. Oh yeah, perfect. Drop kicking the Santa into the TV or into the tables. That's awesome. So something like this would be fine to, if you're just working on this video, it would be fine to work on it in like a smaller color space. So let's go back to the project settings so this all makes sense. Hopefully this is gonna make sense when I get done talking about it. So we've got our depth here. We've got 8 bits per channel, which is a low amount of color depth, and we've got 16, which is in the middle, and 32, which is like HD now. So pretty much you want to have the color settings set on 32 if you're working with HD footage or really like camera raw files or DPXs or red files, which is red is a camera that shoots very high quality HD footage, usually maybe like 2K resolution. So you would want to have the depth up high, and if you're just working on some SD, you would want to have it on 16. And really, I wouldn't really recommend having it on 8 bits per channel, really too much. So let's put this on 32, and you can have it on 32 if you want to be safe. That's fine too. Now we've got this working space here, and this is where it gets like really confusing. We've got all these different kinds of working spaces, and this is where it's like I don't really know what every single one of these mean, but I know which ones to use at certain times. So I'll go over that real quick. If you're using like a DV video, like when you use like a mini DV tape or something like that, which is usually in standard definition, you're gonna maybe want to use the SD TV NTSC, this one right here, or if you're working in PAL, you want to use SD TV PAL. So NTSC is usually in like the Americas, and PAL is in the European areas and stuff like that. So whatever your country uses, use that. Not a lot of people use SD too much anymore, except for maybe like your local TV station where they don't care too much about quality and just mainly want to get out the video to save money. Now, if we want to work in high definition, you would want to pick something like the HDTV REC 709. I'm not even sure what REC 709 even stands for, but that's the one that you would want to pick. And for like something that's going to be displayed on a web page, you would want to pick sRGB and then all these numbers. So this one right here, sRGB IEC 61966-2.1, right? That's not easy. That stuff's not easy to remember, but just remember as the sRGB. That's the, and these will help define the color space. And pretty much you wanna pick which one you need for what you're intending your video to actually be on. So remember, sRGB is web, SDTV NTSC or PAL is for DV or not anything that's not HD, and then HDTV REC 709 is for HDTV. Now, if you're working with something like DPXs that are really high in color, and you want to preserve all those colors, and maybe it's going to show up on like on a movie theater screen or something like that, then we want to pick something with like a lot of resolution in it. And and the best one usually to pick is this Pro Photo RGB, and that one's pretty high, and I just know that from reading about it on the internet. And I think in CS5 it was called Kodak Pro Photo RGB, but I'm pretty sure Kodak went out of business, so now it's just Pro Photo RGB, and that's basically what professional photo color range is going to be. So that's about the working space. Now, it's not super critical to have the working space on, but it brings you up to the next level of making your color values that much better. So just use these when you really know what you want and what you're doing. Match them up. If you're working with something that's got a lot of color in it, then you want to match up your working space and your depth to be something that has a lot of color accepted in its settings, pretty much. So that's a little. It's kind of hard to explain, but hopefully that made sense to you guys. And I'll be doing tutorials that explain this better later on, and as we go on through, you'll figure out how stuff actually works a little bit better. But this is the introduction to this and how to use the working space and depth in your color settings for your projects. So I'll leave it at that for now and try not to confuse you guys any much more. I hope you guys learned some things off this one. So keep watching for more tutorials about this kind of stuff, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next tutorial, which is going to be awesome. See you guys later. Have a good one.